the first couple of games, they're not all of them were balanced.
A 150-point man destroyed a 300-point unit.
It's fun when you get to play like 2,000-3,000 points of Tyranids because they're smart, you know.
Him down to a man
Oh, I can imagine.
Well,
he only needed
I like them to be smart anyway.
We did a 20,000 point. Was it 20,000 points? Or was it 30?
12.
Oh, it was 12.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know
12,000 point game.
I might as well give up.
So it was everyone 3D, and he had a like the sky filled with harpies. Was it harpies?
I brought 2 harpies, a flying hive tyrant,
Has never
The
survived.
Hive Tyrant, the
Radiant.
bigger
I
one.
need that to happen because
and
he can't survive.
90 gargoyles.
That's awesome. I need to buy some of those on eBay. I can't find them anywhere in store. So
Yeah.
I gotta get some of those. Because I have the Hive Tyrant that they can lead the gargoyles, right? You can lead the...
No.
Who leads the gargoyles?
In the current edition, you can have a flying hive tyrant,
Right.
flying Tyranids Prime, that guy.
That's right, that's right. Yeah.
Join them, and I love doing that.
That's pretty good.
Well, he's Synapse,
Oh
so
wait, I
wherever
might
I
as well
go.
replace it. They already hit on 2.
Mike's a 40K veteran. He's been at it since I think.
Yeah, it's my 3rd month, so I'm still...
Yeah.
I'm a lot of buying and painting and less playing right now, but
I
I'm
lost
getting the hang of it
all
little by
of my
little.
vehicles turn
Okay.
2. I can't say
You ready
that
for
I've
the
ever...
last scene?
No, wait.
Are we
That
done?
falls
We're
in
done?
fucking line
Okay.
with all of my other shit.
Okay.
Anytime I drop 1 or more vehicles,
I'm just not sure how to paint my Tyranids. I've been doing a lot of different schemes.
The only one that doesn't do that is Mike E.
I think the red and black has gotten me.
Walked my ass over.
So I can
Well,
do it.
before you decide on anything, I highly recommend looking up Tyranid paint schemes on
I
Pinterest.
am a hero.
There are some absolutely beautiful schemes on
Well,
there.
if you can paint.
Use of even without.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even really have to be very
Just
good
the
to
color
like.
usage
Okay.
is amazing. Like the color mixes, black and red on the carapace and
Hey
white
Chris, I
underneath
missed
on some of those.
25% of my heavy bolter shots. Literally.
And when you see that next to like some of them that have,
Don't play Custodes.
you know, the same white carapace, but then they do like greens and blues.
He only hit on 2.
Is it 2 separate last games or is it between?
I highly recommend looking at
I'll definitely do that. Yeah. I think my most recent paint was black on the car space, and then there was metallic silver dry brushing on that, and then just red, Angron red, and a little bit of Squig Hawk orange just to bring out the rips in their arms and stuff.
Nice.
So it looks okay.
Dreadnought comes off.
Something I wish somebody had told me when I first started. Save your sprues.
Save my.
Even if you take the bits off, save the plastic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Because that gives you a medium,
Is amazing.
just like the model you're working on, that you can explain, that you can try test paints with to see how they come out.
Right.
You can also soak it in acetone, and it breaks down and becomes like free green stuff.
Oh okay.
It's literally
paint in
green. It's
general?
like actually, but it's not green stuff. It's actual GW plastic. There's a guy that does just all scratch build with that stuff.
That's cool. It just molds it.
He just makes it, yeah, from hand. He does them by hand. Yeah, he did Papa Nurgle. That one's real popular, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Turbonauts.
Painting tutorials and whatnot on YouTube,
Yeah.
or whatever the
I've already
you
been
find
searching
them.
with those. Yeah. Those are really good.
Best
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen my
He's got a nice little
what's his name? The
Chaos Army painted up that he just traded for. You saw it earlier?
I just traded a combat patrol Tau,
the best performance
a couple
I've
fire
ever seen.
teams, and some marine
7
intercessors,
autocannons fired
and
at
he gave me a pretty good painted
6 of its 7
chaos.
Oh, nice.
I got like a Disco Lord,
That's the best I've ever seen.
Oh, Maulerfiend?
Maulerfiend,
Okay.
some Chaos Spawn, Chaos Lord Sorcerer, Venom Walker, little spider.
Oh, yeah, the
Spider dude.
I like
yeah,
all of the deck though.
They're all new models to me,
That's the
so
reason why
it's
I'm
nice
yeah.
so
to.
interested in playing.
Venom Crawler.
Because that's
Yeah, and they're all like and I got 2 winged chaos demons. They're the old models, so they look awesome. I'll go bring it up. They're really cool.
No wizard Harry.
And then the old chaos lord right there. That's an old model right there.
In the game. That's fine. I don't want to let you go on my
I've been playing for 23 years, so I still think of that as the new Chaos Lord. Because that's what I've remembered it for like the last 10 years.
It looks good, dude. Similar,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he just has that club I've never seen before. I think the
I forgot
newer
to
one
fire
has just
And this little boy is worked out nicely.
They're so good.
So just gotta dust them off and ready to play.
brother. When shall we fire upon them?
What?
Wait till they become.
No. Wait till command gives us the order.
Commander is off in the
He
front
gives
lines against the
buffs.
Maracon.
To these things,
Oh,
demon engines.
tight.
And he counts as a demon engine.
How long have you been there?
That's awesome.
He told us to be here.
I think the disco
I remember
Lord,
right.
disco Lord's my favorite. He just is so pretty.
So it would be wise to place them close to him, or do they get those buffs anywhere on the battlefield because of
They get the buffs when he's near them. So he tends to leech charges of these things.
So
And
basically,
if I remember right, he has more attacks than this guy.
basically
Which is
traded
absolutely.
that for that.
Oh my.
It was Tau, pretty much Tau quantity or quantity over, quality. I think.
Actually the points aren't far off. I think.
So it was about like a $400, pretty even.
See, my favorite armies for Tau are still, just mobs and drones.
I mean, this is probably a good month worth of painting. Right
Oh
here,
yeah,
so.
yeah. This was my first like actual trade. So
He got this for the art. You guys show him the Tau army that you gave.
I basically
this.
just traded this Tau army for that.
You're telling this
about a
to
combat patrol and 2 extra fire
you're
teams,
telling that to a Tau player, by the way.
extra drones.
I like town.
Okay, yeah. So I just traded that for
Well,
those guys.
you did a couple editions ago.
I don't play 10th edition.
$4.
Not
You
even
didn't
boarding
play him
action.
at 9th either.
I played them a little in 9th when
Oh yeah, that's right. I do recall you playing on
Here's my.
Chaos's side.
I did. I
was
did
able
play
to
on
snap
Chaos'
2 of the
side.
Christmas boxes, so I was able to make both the assimilator and emissary. They're beautiful together on the
The
board.
giant
Well,
team
let me
game.
know if you want to try out any Tyranid models.
Okay, for sure.
Because I have 30,000 points of Tyranids models.
So, and if
The
you
giant- the giant team
if you
game was
wanted
nice
to be here next weekend,
Oh, was it?
you can be one of our plus ones if you like.
Oh, cool. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, you did play Tau for that.
And here's a couple of demons. I like the big demon models, so I just.
Yeah, me
I
too.
got the Exalted Angel box, so I was able to get Engron.
Amora's hat.
But I basically have every Chaos except Thousand Suns. So I have War Leaders, Space Marines. Right now I'm building a combat patrol of Daemons, Chaos Daemons, and then I have Scarbrand I just picked up.
What fucking sucks is that
That's
there's
a cool
no
model.
bolt or auto weapon that's worth.
I just don't understand. He has the 2 axes, but then he has this huge axe, and then like a big chain thing. But I don't know, they don't fit with him in the wing, so I don't understand what those are for.
Or shoot at.
I have no clue. So I'm like, I'm just.
Well, when it comes to Korn, I find that you're better off not criticizing their choices.
No, yeah, I know, but I like the big. He has a huge battle axe and then a big chain with like a hammer at the end. And I want to put him on, but they run into the wings. So
you can model them where they aren't run into the wings.
yeah, I gotta tweak it because it looks so cool.
I think your truck lights are on.
There
I do like that
are
mobile marine weaponry isn't actually good against other marines.
with the chain there. I wouldn't recommend using
Makes
the
sense,
heat
'cause
gun to
that's not
heat it up
really
for bending.
meant.
But I think there are techniques like where you like boil some water in a microwave or something.
Okay.
Let it cool to a certain degree, and then put it in there for a few minutes to soften it up so you can reposition it.
I figured out who's
I
firing
hadn't
at.
thought about that.
So that's
You
my
have to fire the
techniques
closest
on that.
enemy.
Great idea. Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
I think he came with obliterators, right? And they're like a kind of a pack kind of thing.
I know for a while he was part of a set.
Yeah.
paint the real ones. That happens a lot of times.
Right.
For instance, when the Leviathan box dropped, I bought 10 of the Tyranid halves of the Leviathan box.
Do you just want to play the game?
And now they're coming out with separate models in January.
Well, that's the thing. I don't really need to worry about it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's more money anyways to get them separately.
Yeah,
For sure.
Particularly when you've waited a couple of weeks on eBay and now they're not selling as well, and I got 7 of them that way.
That's awesome. Yeah, it dies out sooner or later.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
But the Space Marine out
They're
here,
starting to run.
That's great.
technically I have 10 psychophages.
Okay.
These guys killed at least 25%.
So I can pick 10 primary colors like that, and odds are going to be good that it matches whatever army I'm playing. So
Bring whatever one.
Oh,
what's this? Mr. Space Marine player.
To a man.
Got your friends on there.
Because he's alone.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah. The other thought I had is that in addition to the arm,
That's what I was doing earlier.
most of the bases they have space underneath where I could put like a metal plate or a magnet or something, and then I could paint up a casualty, a Space Marine casualty for each chapter, and just switch them up there to match the. So I could really, if I want to spend the time for it, I could really shine some fire.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my psycho page.
Oh, look, I get some blood
Today.
Oh, look at this guy.
No, that's awesome. I love Tyranids. And the bases that just came out from Gamers Grass, I think look so good.
Oh yeah. And there's some wonderful
And I need to have at least
some that
2
look
spots.
more like
I want to
aliens
bring them up to 20
as well.
I've been looking on, was it Colts 3D, where the resin place where you can get 3D STLs. They have some bases you can print up, so I might do that, because as much as I love those, I don't really have the money to pay 17 bucks for, because especially having a swarm.
With 30,000 points of Tyranids on regular bases.
Yeah.
How likely
I'd rather just get a few random bits, scatter it over there, and then paint over it.
That's,
If it's other infantry,
We managed to get all this stuff painted up in roughly about 13
or I should
hours.
say,
wow.
mathematically,
That's impressive.
because
I have painter's anxiety, so
It wasn't easy. Like,
To give you some idea, I have one Tyranid warrior in my bits box that I painted back in 2000.
really.
I've been deciding on my proper paint scheme for a while.
Yeah.
so you can see how long it'll be put off if you keep putting it off.
Right. And then I'll end up with 30,000 points with no painted army.
But the other thing is that I've been working on the fluff to go with my paint scheme.
Oh,
Because I wanted to do my own Hive fleet.
And that's the beauty of Tyranids. I mean, you can do whatever the hell colors, whatever, you know. It's more.
Well, I don't mind sharing with you
can you see if
the fruits of my thought processes here.
Oh, you have to
Mike's the Tyranid expert.
I love it.
I'm going with a dark gray, like a Bastille gray,
Okay.
for the flesh. And then the carapace,
Yeah,
I'm going with an Abaddon
That
black.
means not so shots.
But I want to do a star pattern on it.
Actually,
And then
considering
use
that 2
like
shots,
a gloss or something to paint over that.
Okay.
This is Ordnance 2, but not
Give it
black.
kind of texture in
It's
the
if
back
you
of
roll
it.
and then modified 1.
The Hive fleet name I've gone with is Hive
If
fleet.
it's something that doesn't roll to hit, like your plasma cannons,
Nitsa.
you roll a d6 to see if it gets hot.
It's if I remember right,
That's the reason why I
Slavic
lost so many
word
over
for
here.
night hag.
If it was just a single
So
d6
yeah,
roll, like
that
in 10th
supernatural creature that would
Yeah,
sneak into
everyone
children's
was
rooms at
right,
night
right.
and steal their breath.
That's awesome.
The
Fits very well.
The idea for it is that I always attack from the night side, and I follow the rotation of the planet. So I'm perpetually night fighting until I've cleared the planet. And the star pattern there, the purpose of that is their carapace tends to absorb energy and transmit it to the rest of the broods. So like las cannon shots. will hit, absorb, and be deflected across them rather than kill sometimes. That's the idea.
Yeah.
So you are the worst
So the bright
210
spots
points I've ever
actually
played
illuminate.
with the
And the dark carapace absorbs light. So when it's like this bioluminescent wave. And since it's following the rotation there, it looks like the night sky is coming to eat you.
That's so cool. That took a lot of thinking, that's for sure.
Yeah, so you have trouble seeing where the stars that you're used to end and where the stars you're not used to are flooding towards you.
Right, you don't know which one's which. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I have too many Terminators now
Another 3 people.
for 40K.
Because the brutal. Impressively
Terminators probably.
Yeah, I think I have
Since
too
they're all
many.
firstborn and not Primaris.
I do believe that's all my shots.
Well, there's no
That's a fucking job.
Primaris Terminators.
No, Bravus is the equivalent.
Yep. So, well,
So if you have more than 100 Terminators,
it's not like these. Well, technically, this is supposed to be a new army anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, so
yeah. But you've got plenty for 30K.
I'm going to use
yeah.
terrible.
Well, no, I can't use any of my Primaris stuff.
But Terminators aren't Primaris.
Right. No, I can use these in
Dark and
30K.
terrible.
Yeah.
30K is amazing.
Before I declare the charge, I have to.
It is much better than 10th edition.
If I choose to use. This.
Aside from not having
If I
Tyranids.
use it.
I feel like 30K was. I feel like 30K was like GW's way of herding all the old players into one game.
Dude, 30K is so fun though.
Burning Lord gives me the same.
No, but like, why not have both?
Because
You could have both.
sucks.
You could have both.
Okay.
You don't have to have tanks. You have boarding actions. There's no tanks and boarding
I miss
actions.
the days where a tank would fear a guy with a missile launcher.
So dark and terrible power
They-
makes it so you have.
Those days are gone.
My red and black.
Well, that might get retconned.
Not heresy.
So it's like a glossy body, reflective body with
Right?
And
That might get retconned.
Is hair-
One of the
I mean,
things I like about this is
Changed. That might get nerfed.
it reminds me.
Yeah, heresy? Probably not.
No, I'm talking about the tank thing that drives everyone away from 10th editions.
That's not what drove me away from 10th edition.
I think
was the points.
closest
What
color
was it?
scheme was the behemoth.
It was just the combination of all the rules together just didn't jive with me. And then the constant fact the fact that they keep constantly changing things left and right.
It was flipped.
Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Hey, you can buy the data sheets for your character for unit cards.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Well, before the data sheets came out, don't worry, we changed everything. So the data sheets
Kind of my first going off the GW path of doing stuff. My first.
No, I get it. It's frustrating.
Here's your book with all your information. By the way, it's outdated before it even got delivered to
I
you.
I did a handful of little
That
vinyl.
might be a good idea.
Like a handful of them, but not too much.
I get it. It's frustrating.
So.
Heresy doesn't do that.
Yeah.
One of the other nice things for me.
Yeah, and I'll be playing Heresy soon enough because I have.
If you do eventually repaint those, is that when Tyranids fight each other,
If you're in combat,
there's no loss there.
It doesn't say anything about it, so.
Because
no, you can't.
whoever wins
It's
was the stronger, and now they have the biomass of both.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, Tyranids fighting with each other is worse for the Imperium than
Right.
any other faction fighting each other.
Yeah. This is kind of another one I kind of just did. That's
Oh, nice.
bright green with a black carapace, and I didn't really dry brush anything. It was kind of just so just looking at what I could do, but.
You could probably do a bunch of different colors and then call that like a different type of hive.
Well, yeah, I was looking on, I think it was Goonhammer, and there's different people that did like Behemoth, Taymont, just different ones that were already created. And I was thinking of making certain units, like 10 terminals as Behemoth, and then these ones are this, and that was this, and this. But the coherency is also really cool looking when you have everyone that looks the same and they're all going into battle. So it's hard for me to.
Another thing you could do if you wanted to spend the models on is paint a model of each one, and they could have different weapons or the same, and you could do and see which one you're like more comfortable with, blah blah blah. That way, and then with the others, you could save them for a diorama or something where you have like each one of those in a separate cell and some Xenos Inquisitor or Tech Priest Negos is experimenting in the facility.
Like in tubes of water.
Whatever you decide, don't throw them away.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, definitely.
I know it was in there somewhere, I just didn't know where.
Or maybe a friend will want a dead Termagon or something.
Right,
Well, I guess that unit's gone.
I love using the wound markers. That was, I feel, better than a dice that can be moved and rolled, and you're like,
I declare a challenge.
what was that before I got hit?
You can't declare a challenge. I declare a
What are these
challenge.
guys
I
doing
am.
here?
They're
I,
heresy. 30K.
Your warlord. Let's do this.
So
Let's
what's the
fucking
difference
do this.
between 30 and just certain armies aren't?
30K is more like old 8th edition.
Actually, it's closer to it's first edition 30K was basically 7th edition rules for 30K.
I guess I lost my lord.
Major differences between them are you still have Space Marine legions rather than Space Marine chapters.
Okay, so they're kind of their own thing.
So they're basically their own thing.
Okay.
They're back when they were warrior poets.
By the way, I went to go find
Or warrior scholars rather than
They were already there.
indoctrinated warriors.
They're all
brainwashed
saying
with no fear.
Right.
So that aspect's different.
But this is an opportunity.
Is it like Horus Heresy kind of where there's
Oh,
just...
It is Horus Heresy.
Oh, okay.
It's the heresy.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for
So
3 months, so...
Oh, you're good.
10th edition's my first edition, so I don't know anything else, you know.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Do you know what the
Well, the good part
Emperor?
is then you won't be
For you, because it's a new model. For everyone
prejudice
else,
against
it's
them.
killer.
I heard a lot of people dislike this edition, but and they
There
want to go
are-
back to
there-
9th.
So,
There are aspects of it I
Any
like
other
and aspects
charters?
I don't. One of the things 10th edition did well from 9th was adjust the toughness on vehicles to make vehicles feel like vehicles.
Would it be weird for me to charge my contended dreadnought?
I would have liked
No.
to see the
You already have a
infantry held
dreadnought.
anti-tank
Throw another
weapons
one.
receive a similar adjustment, but they didn't.
Haha.
I can see how that could be a problem.
You wouldn't have made it if I rolled.
I have a feeling that that unit is dead.
No, they're going to
There's a few
survive.
other-
Just like how
I heard
Tyranids
Tyranids had a very big
I'm just doing this to be funny.
strength buff.
I don't know if they're gonna, if they're
But they
dead or
don't anymore.
not.
Is
I
that...
have one picture.
They got kicked in the
Yeah.
They got kicked in the dick, actually.
particularly in the Tyranids where a lot of people are favoring vehicles. For anti-vehicles that are effective against them, you basically
which is
have
Banter.
rupture cannons on gran effexes,
And which is this guy.
and that I think it's the Norman Emissary.
Oh god, I want that model so bad.
No, it's awesome. I have both the Emissary and the Assimilator.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I love the similar.
Warlord fight and dreadnought.
Oh, are these ones just not like painted or?
Yeah, well, the
Weapon skill.
so I bought these custom ready to go bases, of
Right,
course.
from here.
Right,
Okay,
and then so I bought some more for the Terminators, but these, yeah, that's Sector Imperialis.
Oh, okay. So is that the box of like 15 you can buy that are basically just unpainted?
I think it came with 30. Oh no, I think it came with 60.
Oh, awesome.
60, but you can't. I don't think you can buy it.
Yeah.
You have to get it used like on eBay.
Right, right.
Well, here's the other thing.
But then I went with the void bases instead. So initially it was going to be these,
Unfortunately,
but
still wounding him on 2.
That's another thing I
Because he's a
recommend.
shield master. He's supposed to
Tonight,
take -1
on
strength
eBay,
off
search
of
for
whatever you're
Tyranids.
doing.
Save the playlist
Everything
and
that I've
so
seen
that
fight
you
near
get
Red
email
Fight has countered his abilities.
new postings.
Okay.
Because you never know
For that
when
Tyranids
something
keyword?
interesting is going to pop
Alright,
up
let's
and
do
either
this.
give you an idea or give you something that you want.
Yeah, I've looked at gargoyles on eBay. They're like $30 for 10, which
Toughness
I
is
think
4
is pretty
because it's
decent. I mean, they're endless multitudes, so they're like termagants, so it should be pretty
Yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
And you're really interested.
Have wings.
so what are Termagants that have blade knives arms for the front arm? Those are Formagants?
Yeah. And when you have 20 of them, they're good distraction. I've
Can you make
distracted a lot of
Termagants
people.
into Hormagants? Is there like,
Hold on, there's something.
are they a separate
In
kit?
3rd edition, yes.
But not
Sorry,
now.
I need
Not
to
now.
check something because I think that Fafnir ran.
I like the concept of them better for Tyranids. I don't like shooty with Tyranids, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, the fun part is that
Thematically.
even though they
Yeah,
look
see,
so
when
similar,
are crafted.
they have completely different biologies typically.
Are they better or worse than Termagants?
So
Actually,
mine
fluff-wise,
is,
I think they're more horrifying than Termagants.
I definitely like
so
Hormagants
no
better.
birds.
I mean,
Termagants come
But it is
from
AP2.
brood chambers and from the Turbagons, where they spill out from. Hormagants, each Hormagant that makes it to the planet
is it the iron yellow?
from a seeding pod plants 100 eggs in the ground. They fast grow, absorbing all the nutrients from the ground, sprouting a Hormagant, who then plants 100 more eggs. There's a reason why they're able to suck the life out of a planet in a matter of days.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so fluff-wise, I think the Hormagants are way more terrifying.
And once you get them in engagement range and they're, attacking a dreadnought or something that you want over to the side while you get your assimilator around.
Oh my god, we've
But
been
like
recording this whole
9th
time.
edition, one of the things I loved doing
I would have been weapon skill 7.
was, Imperial Knights? I loved sending 30 Hormagants at it and killing the knight.
Yes.
I loved watching armies of knights starting to run away from the Termagants, or from the Hormagants, sorry.
Yes, all of them hit.
That was hilarious.
And all
Oh look, 5s to hit auto wound with AP -1. Go ahead and make your 4+ armor save there, Mr. Knight. Oh, and I get to reroll failed hits because I brought this stupid guy.
$300 versus $20 models.
Yeah, I'd pump a few command points into that unit on the charge, and they stood it. Then they usually mauled the heck out of and sometimes killed the knight.
Yeah. I think my favorite models have to be the Gene Stealers. I mean, they're just so fun to play with.
Actually, my most notorious knight killer though was that. Remember my Turbagon for the campaign?
Do you want to know my favorite Tyranid unit? The Lehman Russ.
I thought it was going to be your Gene Stealer,
The Kellamorph? Oh, yeah.
the Kellermorph, who won that battle by himself against the 2,000-point Igard army. The scenario was you got victory points for each Igard unit that made it off the table.
Okay.
Uh,
So I assume nothing got off the table then.
no, 2 things got off the table.
Yeah.
Like 10 units didn't.
Because they can't retreat if there's an enemy model within, 6 inches?
They couldn't retreat if he was within 6 inches, yeah.
The Kellamorph. Oh!
Right.
His Kellermorph, because we went through the campaign, the Kellermorph, he's a Gene Stealer, so he pops out of nowhere with his pistols, and he shoots. But then, he gets a move. After he shoots, he gets to move. So he deep strike somewhere, shoot, and then move out of line of sight. Because of his campaign upgrades, instead of moving, he's allowed to teleport.
Oh,
They're in a challenge. You can't fight them.
And then he gets to shoot, and then he gets to move out of line of sight. But still within 6 inches.
my God.
And
Accidentally killed him out of
he had another little artifact on
It's
him.
only close enough to the challenge.
If he gets killed by a shooting attack, which is all you can basically hit him with.
Right.
Okay, if he gets killed with a shooting attack,
Allocate to the guy in the
he doesn't die.
Well, he was saying that
Basically, a puff of smoke, there's a log with whatever you shot at him impaled in it, and then he's teleported somewhere else.
He's part of the same unit.
And then
What army are you talking about?
his Kellermorph in the campaign was absolutely hilarious to watch.
I probably just at that point just swipe my army off the board and quit. Like, I'm done.
Some of them
I'm
even
done.
got too long.
Well, usually what he'd do is pop up, kill all the characters on the enemy side, and then lose. And then lose the game. But the killer morph accrued massive amounts of XP because he was killing characters left, right.
Yeah, no, my entire thing was I wanted to make
Oh, that's
every
right.
character die.
Right.
You
that
gave
was the goal.
he gave him a 4th pistol.
Yes.
My God.
This was an Archaeotech pistol that just caused mortal wounds when it hit, with the ballistic skill of the user, which was only a 2+.
And if I hit,
However, here's the thing though. It's a pistol.
He's fine.
So his pistol rule went off. So whenever he hit with the weapon, he got to shoot with it again. So he got to double tap with this special artifact
Teleport,
weapon.
double tap, out of range,
yeah,
out of sight.
he was
And then when he
my,
got killed, he got back up. Because it wasn't him.
That's insane.
If I chose,
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely
yeah, he
wonderful
could,
watching
he could
him.
teleport, and once per turn, at the end of any phase, he can throw down a smoke bomb and just go anywhere on the map.
That's right. You also had the smoke bomb.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, so if you did manage to get line of sight and shoot him, on a 3+, you didn't kill him, and he was over here with a couple more wounds. And then at the end of any phase, he could also smoke bomb and teleport somewhere else.
So I like to put him right next to people so they charged him, right? At the end of the charge phase, before the fight phase, where if they'd swing at him,
Smoke bomb!
Oh my God. That gun is shooting phases.
I wouldn't win any of the matches other than that one Iron one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Iron one was hilarious.
that'd make me happy just fucking pissing the other guy off.
This whole army was plagued by one guy. Of course, he also had a tendency to shoot 10 other guys through the forehead in a duel between him and the 10 guys.